foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world calls Christ, Yahweh Shai, right? We are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, we come in on the streets throughout the four corners of this earth, week in and week out, to teach you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans your true biblical identity and nationality, all right? We don't do terrorist acts, all right? We don't murder people. We teach repentance to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, contrary to the smear campaign currently being launched against us, all right? That's what we are here to do. We are here to call you so-called Negroes and Latinos to repentance. It's very, very simple, right? So put me that out in Jeremiah 9. Let's start at 13. Read on.
All right, this book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, verse 13. And the Lord said, because they have forsaken my law.
Because what?
Because they have forsaken my law, which I set before them, and have not obeyed my voice, neither walked therein, but have walked after the imagination of their own heart.
That's what everybody walking after right now. The imagination of their own heart. Each and every individual, in particular, Negro and Latino figure, I want to live my best life. I got to do what works for me. Me this, me that. I got to do what makes me feel good. That's how our people think, right? Well, God said, because you think like that, read.
It says, and after Balaam, which they're
after Balaam. We ain't got signs. We got signs. We got signs.
Nah, we ain't got.
We on Caesar after Balaam, man. All right. What's that Balaam? That white Jesus that so many of our people follow, right? That's the main Balaam that's out here, right? But he's not alone. You got other people that's worshipped out here, man. All right. Everybody, all these figures and all these idols that our people worship, all these entertainers that our people worship, that's Balaam that we follow. Read on.
It says, which their fathers taught them.
Which what?
Which their fathers taught them.
And we learned this generationally. This is the main Balaam our people follow, you so-called blacks and Hispanics. This who reigns supreme in the heart of the black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. This devil, all right? He reigns supreme in the heart of the black, Hispanic, and Native American. Somebody up here tell me I'm lying, right? This Balaam, who'd you learn this from? You learned this from your parents. Who'd they learn this from? They learned this from their parents. They went in the church house. This was who was in the church house. Right or wrong? Right? So then what you learn generationally, who gave this to us initially though? Huh? The person who looked like this. The person who enslaved you. He the one gave you that church house, what they call plantation Christianity, right? Go ahead.
Verse 15. Therefore thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will feed them, even this people, with wormwood.
He will feed us with wormwood, man. That's a very heavy thing. Hold that. Give me that Revelation, Salaki. Let's talk about what wormwood is, man. All right? Nigga hear about wormwood. Average so-called black and Hispanic clueless as to wormwood, man. All right? That's the 7 trumpets. Right? Most High said he will feed us with wormwood. That's what you've been eating in America for the last 500 years spiritually. You've been eating wormwood, all right? You've been eating and drinking the waters of affliction, right? That's what you've been eating. You got it? Let me know when you got it. That's what you've been eating, the straight waters of affliction. You've been in hell right now. And why is that? As he said earlier, in Jeremiah 9, is because you do not keep the law, statutes, commandments. You do not walk in the ways of the Most High God. That's right. This is the main problem. You want to do whatever you feel is right. Let me tell you something. You don't even know what's right. You know how many people have walked up to camp and people have told you, come on, everybody know what's right and wrong. No, everybody don't know what's right and wrong. That's nuts. And everybody know what's right and wrong. Why do I look out and see so much wrong? Right? We've been told to do the right thing like Spike how many damn years? We ain't got it yet, so we don't understand what's right and wrong. The definition of right and wrong is rapidly changing in this society. That's right. We got an oppressor that's brainwashing people and changing the definition of right and wrong. Right? You got laws that's passing in legislation that say a man can walk up into a girl's bathroom, but he's a man. Right? He have the reproductive organs that are consistent with a male, right? But he can go up into the little girl's room, right? And that's right? No, that's wrong. But this society is telling you what? That it's right. Shalom, Zaquan. Yes, sir. Right? All praise to the Most High, right? But you got people that they having male reproductive organs, yet they telling you they can go up in a little girl's room. I just shared a news article earlier, I just shared a news article earlier this morning. A man tried to go up into a little girl's stall while she was in there. Pops killed him. Black man, Judah, killed him. They gave him 8 years in prison. Manslaughter. Ain't that something? So not only are they coming up with this satanic legislation, hold what you got, Isaiah real quick, 10 and 1. Right? Not only are they passing this satanic legislation, if you stand up, if you want to protect yours, what's going to happen? They're going to lock your ass in jail, man. You know how much of a dangerous precedent that sent? Somebody come and try to burst up into a store where somebody's daughter is, and I equalize this demon, right? And you're going to put me in prison. Imagine that. What? Are you kidding me, man? But why is he allowed to break up into my daughter's store? I'll tell you why, because you said it was legal for him to go into the girl's bathroom.
That's right.
So the moral compass in this society is rapidly changing. So don't tell me everybody knows what's right and wrong. Everybody don't know what's right and wrong out here. You need to be told what's right and wrong. And who better to tell you what's right and wrong than the creator of heaven and earth? That's my question.
That's right.
We're not telling you what's right and wrong. We didn't all just set a think tank up and we decided what everyone's morals was going to be. We went into the book of the Lord and we read, right? So read that.
It's Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree a righteous decree.
God said, woe unto them that decree a righteous decree, right? If you are decreeing that it's okay for a man to walk up into a woman's bathroom, guess what? You decree unrighteous decrees. Right? God says, woe to you. Read.
And the right grievousness which they have prescribed.
And that's grievous, man. It's grievous to think that if your daughter or a woman, be it your mother, be it your sister, be it your wife, has to suffer the fact that some grown man can walk up into her bathroom. Right? A girl, what did a girl's bathroom used to be a sacred place for womanhood? Now a man could just walk up in there, man. That's madness. God said, woe to them. Read.
Verse 2.
It's more on that?
No.
Okay, well, precept, bring it up.
There's Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely you're turning of things upside down.
You're what?
Surely you're turning of things upside down.
That's what's been done. Things have been turned upside down. Read. After this, we're going to get Job 10 and 22. Read.
Shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Now they act like this is what's right. They turn things upside down and they act like this is what the Most High has said. That's madness, man. That's not what the Most High said, but they're esteeming it. They're acting as if this is the way that the Most High God made it. No, that's not the way the Most High God made it. That's evil. That's satanic according to the Most High God. Read.
For shall the words say of him that made it, he made me not?
See that? He made me not. That's what these people are saying, man. When they say, you know what, I'm a transition. I'm a transition my gender. They're saying that God didn't make me right. That's madness. Read.
Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
He didn't know what he was doing. See, I'm really a boy on the inside, the girl said. I'm really a girl on the inside, the boy said. You're saying God don't know nothing. He got something wrong, right? You out of your damn mind.
That's right.
See? But see, that is showing you how rapidly that the morals of this society are shifting. But we got to go by the societal norms of right and wrong. No, hell no. Wow. That's madness. It's changing, man. I'm going to tell you what don't change. The word of the Most High God in His Bible.
That's right.
That don't change. Ain't no, like Officer Assad was going into it. People talking about the Bible time. Nigga, you in the Bible times right now. The time that we living in was prophesied in the days of old. So we still living in the Bible times right now. So what stood in the Bible, what you call the Bible times, that's staying right now to say if the Most High.
That's right.
You're not dealing with this confusion, man. That's all this devils want to bring in is confusion. And look at the so-called black and Hispanic walking the streets of America. Confused. Don't know who they are, don't know what they are, don't know what to believe. Confused. Why? Because the devil has introduced these satanic doctrines into your mind. Read.
Job 10 and 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness.
What?
Even to the land of darkness.
The land of darkness, read.
And the shadow of death.
And what?
And the shadow of death.
This place, America. The land of darkness and the shadow of death, right? Read on.
A land of darkness as darkness itself.
This place is a land of darkness as darkness itself. That's how spiritually polluted and dark the United States of America is. It's as darkness itself. We're talking about a place that's founded on the genocide of the Native American Indians.
Right.
That's
That's
right.
founded on the enslavement of so-called African Americans. That's what we're talking about. This place got to be the most morally bankrupt place on the whole earth.
That's right.
America got the nerve to criticize other countries, to criticize the way they govern themselves. But don't nobody talk about, well, how was this place founded in the damn first place? How? Somebody tell that to me. Somebody break down to me how this place was founded, and then how this place, understanding its history, can have the nerve to try to morally police anybody. That's nonsense. Read.
It says, and of the shadow of death,
And what?
and of the shadow of death, without any order.
Without what?
Without any order.
Why? Because this whole place is ran by people who are the rulers of spiritual wickedness in high places, right? Who deal with something called order out of chaos, right? That's what all this, what these false flags are about. What all this stuff is about is something called order out of chaos, man. That's how they keep everything in order, because they make people afraid of chaos. They do controlled acts of chaos to make you afraid of chaos, so you submit to their orders. And you say, well, whatever they think they want to do is right, because if we don't listen to them, we're going to be in chaos, and that's not safe. Right? So the order is out of chaos. It says darkness itself, read on.
And where the light is as darkness.
And the light is as darkness. How do we know the light is as darkness? You go on the damn USA Today, you go on the New York Times, and all these places, they talking about the black Hebrew Israelites, right? Trying to connect us to some act that nobody even knows who these individuals are. Nobody knows these guys from a can of paint. Well, one fringe of zeke hanging on nobody's shirt when they start shooting up the place. But somehow these are Israelites. These ain't no damn Israel. Nobody knows who these niggas are, right? But guess what? Now you got people that are trying to attach us to that. What's light is esteemed as darkness. We the light in this place through the Spirit of God. We the light. We the only thing that's out here teaching the so-called black and Hispanic man how to cleanse his way. We're the only ones doing that. You go to every church, 1 million churches in Harlem, right? Did what? Right? Read on.
This book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
And what?
And judgment doth never go forth.
That's a problem. Our people, main thing is to say what? Don't judge me. I don't want to be judged. No judgment. God said what?
It says, and judgment doth never go forth.
The Lord got a problem with judgment not going forth. Y'all talking about don't judge. The Most High said, I got a problem with judgment never going forth, man. It don't go forth. This is exactly why people who are some of the worst violators and have done the worst sins against our people, including within ourselves, go and operate with impunity, man. All right? How many damn child molesters running around Harlem right now? Nothing happening to them.
Talk about it.
Nothing happening to them. Guess what? They still lead church houses, right? They still up in the house. Nobody's doing nothing. These people are victimizing people, ruining lives, creating the worst types of people, creating murders and horrors, right? With the disruption in their development that's caused by the molestation. Because when you deal with the term molestation, it means to disturb somebody, right? That's why in the Spanish, it's the word molest means to disturb me. Like, don't disturb me, basically, right? It disturbed. You said what? Molestar, right? It disturbed people mentally. It disturbed people spiritually, man, right? And look at this disturbance. But it disturbed people mentally. It disturbed people spiritually, right? But guess what? They still can walk around Harlem with impunity. They can walk around all the hoods of America with impunity. Why? Because judgment does not go forth. Read. See that? They just walking around looking at the niggas. Look at the niggas. Everyone, look at the niggas. Right? It's a museum. See? That's right. That's it. That's all they want to do. And they want to steal brownstones too. That's coming soon, right? I mean, it's coming soon. It's already happening. What am I talking about? It's already happening. You can be able to afford this stuff, right? Read.
Says for the wicked.
Well, who's H&M for?
For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
See, the wicked doeth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth, man. Because of the wickedness Because of the power that the wicked have gotten in this world, the wrong judgment is always going to proceed. So the most wicked people are going to be able to operate with impunity. Meanwhile, those crying for righteousness are esteemed as absolutely nothing, all right? Or have false allegations made against them, right? Why? Because simply we want to stand for righteousness, but we are compassed about with the wicked. The nations and our own people, we're compassed about by the wicked. Read.
It's Proverbs 17 and 15. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just.
And that's what happens so much in this society. The justification of the wicked and the condemnation of the just usually is predicated upon somebody's own personal feelings and weaknesses. Right? I remember there was a sister. She was supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite. I'm getting ready to tell y'all this story. I don't know. Y'all got to buckle up for this. Sister's supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite in the truth. Right? I said something about the Sodomites. I referenced Leviticus 20 and 13. She said that I should die. She said, no, you should die. This is supposed to be a sister in the truth. Hebrew name, I should die. Because I read with the Bible. So see that? That's madness. Because here's what happened when the righteous are compassed about by the wicked. Read on.
And says, even they both are abomination to the Lord.
That's abominable, man. It's about how our people are conducting themselves in the United States of America and abroad is abominable to say of the Most High God. All this condemnation is of what is right and just, and all this justification of what is wicked, the Most High God call that an abomination. When are you so-called blacks and Spanish gonna wake up and repent? How much more cotton do you need to see in Harlem before you repent? That's my question. Because we gotta understand something, man. The Most High God is not playing with us. He's showing you every damn day how much you need him. He's putting your enemy against you in every way, and you're fleeing.
That's right.
For every one piece of cotton that come to Harlem, 10 brothers leave Harlem. Moving somewhere else. You can't have nothing, right? Did the Bible not say, if we broke the laws of God, the enemy shall come against us one way, and we shall flee 7 ways? Well, you seeing it. One Edomite moved to Harlem, 7 brothers leave Harlem, right? And that's all across this country. Every hood is going on, man, right? Y'all heard about, I'm living down in Atlanta. Y'all heard about Future, right? Well, everybody knows Future. He talking about East Atlanta Zone 6, Kirkwood, right? Low Mexico, right? He always talking about, right? Any of y'all drive over there right now, that look like the suburb, and nothing but white people walking around there, right? See that? But they banging that hard. That's Esau hood now, right? Right. See, but Esau came in there one way. Jake fled out of there 7 ways. Why? Because the Bible said that would happen. You matter of fact, give me that. You got it? Give me that in Deuteronomy. Enemy come in one way, we flee 7 ways. That's what's happening, man. It ain't just the police chasing you. It wasn't just during the time of colonialism, slavery. We talking about this happening right now before our eyes, and our neighborhoods being stolen, man. Right. In our neighborhoods being stolen. You so-called blacks and Hispanics, it's high time for you to come back to the law, statutes, commandments of God, man. It's high time for you to repent and keep the laws of God. That's right. That's what we out here to do. We're not out here to play no games. We're not out here to entertain no damn body. We damn sure ain't out here to do no random acts of violence, all right? What we out here to do is teach the laws, statutes, and commandments to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, you blacks and Hispanics, man. It's that simple. When are y'all going to get it? Right? When the hell is y'all going to get it? In Harlem, in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, in LA, in Houston, Texas, in Miami. When is y'all going to get it? Read.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 25. Yahweh shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
That's what's happening now. You being smitten before your enemies, man. And what the hell are you doing about? Where are all these hard niggas at? Smitten before your enemies. Read.
Thou shalt go out one way against them.
You shall what?
Go out one way against them.
Read on.
And flee 7 ways before them.
See that? And that's happening now in your neighborhoods being taken, man. One Edomite move into your building, 7 brothers pack up and leave the building. Read.
And shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
That's right, and that's what we are now. Removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. Scattered. We already scattered. Then we get our little ethnic enclaves. We get our little neighborhoods, our little community. Then they scatter you up out of there. Don't you know that's a part that's divisive? Don't they know they don't want you to be together? They want to keep, they scattered us already. They want to keep scattering us, man. And that's what will keep happening until you repent and come back to the laws of God. Precept.
This book of Psalms, chapter 37, 35. I've seen the wicked in great power and spread himself like a green bay tree.
That's what we see. The wicked in great power, and he spread himself like a green bay tree. Meaning he's all over the world. You can't go anywhere in the world and not see the wicked. Who is the wicked, might you ask? Who is the wicked? The question of the hour. Well, who are the people that we see everywhere we go? Look at the wicked. Look at it. There you go. There's the wicked. Most High in Christ. There's the wicked. It's time to repent and come back to the laws of God, black and Hispanic. Read.
This book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 14. Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands that I met.
Content could be found on the screen.
All right, go ahead.
Zechariah 11, verse 14. Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel.
See, that brotherhood has been broken. But we got the only true solution to the rebinding of the bond between Judah and Israel, between the black and Latino. We got the only true remedy for that right here in this Bible, man. All right? The remedy is not selling drugs together. That's what our people thought. If we could sell dope together, we all come together. No, that ain't gonna work. You just destroying your communities more, man. I heard about, so how many people know about Frank Matthews, right? You heard about Frank Lucas. Who heard about Frank Matthews, man? Out of Brooklyn, right? He was even a bigger dope dealer than Frank Lucas was, right? And he had a meeting in Atlanta, Georgia, with all the top black and Hispanic dope dealers from around the country. This was in the early 70s. Damn. And he said, listen, we're not dealing with the mob no more. We gonna control this dope. And he controlled dope for a period of time, and he vanished off the face of the earth. Ain't nobody seen it. Fed still got a warrant out. Got a $250,000 reward out there right now. But he thought the solution was all the top black and Hispanic dope dealers get together and run dope all across this country. Why? Because our people looked at it like that was the only way to become rich as a so-called black or Latino. Through the dope game, right? Well, now that's dead. Now what do you got? You got nothing. All you got is this Bible, black and Hispanic man.
That's right.
That's all you got. That's all you gonna have. And until you realize this, you're gonna be in hell. You're gonna be in hell, man. All right, but we try to raise Lazarus out of the damn grave right now.
That's right.
What's up, man? What you want, man? I see you looking curious, what, man? Came by early looking curious. Cotton, come on, read. Cotton came to Harlem. Read.
Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
That's the problem right there. You so-called blacks and Hispanics, you don't know God. You know what? I know you don't know God. You see that damn tree they got in the middle of this damn thing? Go get the tree out. That's how I know you do not know God. How many of y'all is going to come around this street? They probably going to have a black Santa Claus up here. I'm sure they're going to have a Negro Santa. All right, fine. I see the Negro Santa decoration. Okay, cool. So what? What does that mean? Santa's not even real, no matter what color you make him, he's not real, right? But our people are going to be up at this damn tree, right? Acting like it's 30 Rock. No, nigga, this is Harlem, right? They're going to be in front like this tree. You notice the tree of 30 Rock about tall as a goddamn building, right? Look at these, let's look at this Harlem Christmas tree, man. They didn't even put no effort into that damn tree.
That's sad.
Right? That's a sad tree. You go down there in the damn 30 Rock, that tree is as big as the Adam Clayton Powell State Building. Right? Look at that damn tree. That's barely bigger than the one you got in your house. Right? And y'all simple blacks and Hispanics still gonna come up here, still gonna look at the tree and all marvel, bring your kids, teach your kids to go off into that madness. Right? You're stupid. You have not known the Lord, black and Latino. Read.
They are silent children, and they have none understanding.
You don't know anything. If you damn still celebrating Christmas as a so-called black and Latino, you don't understand God, man. All right? It's not hard to find out that that's a pagan tradition. That the wreath, that the damn tree, that the presents, that all of it comes from paganism. It doesn't take rocket science to discover these things, right? Read on.
They are wise to do evil.
They are what?
Wise to do evil.
You're wise to celebrate Christmas. You're wise to sleep with somebody else's woman. You're wise in all those things. Read.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
You have no idea how to do good. What's good? Proverbs 4:2. We can find out what's good.
Bring it out.
Right? Let's find out what's good according to the Bible. Everybody always asks that, cool, what's good? What's good? What's good? We don't, I mean, I kind of had the answer, actually. You see, here in this book, it's called the Bible, the book of the Most High. We have found the answer through the Spirit. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 2. For I give you good doctrine, forsake you not my law.
That's it. That law, the Torah, the Torah in the Hebrew. That's what's good. That's the good doctrine. And that's what so-called blacks and Latinos are clueless about. You see us, you see the fringes on our shirt, you marvel. Well, what is that about? Right? Well, we're here to tell you, it's the good. It's what God commanded us. It's the law. We don't eat pork, you marvel. We don't think Red Lobster is just the greatest place in the world to go and get some damn crab and shrimp, right? We just don't think that, right? And people look at us like we're crazy, right? I mean, how simple our people are. I mean, you take go to Red Lobster, she really feel like you did something for her. She feel like you did something for her. Girl, this is IHOP. This is IHOP that happens to have live lobsters in it. That you can see, pick, oh, I want that one. And you know what I'm saying? It's IHOP, quality food. Are you kidding me? Cheese biscuits, are you kidding me? That's all it takes. See what I'm saying? We've been diminished, Doc. We've been totally devalued in this society. Right or wrong? Read.
It's Matthew 15 and 8. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth.
All our people talk about the Most High, how much they love God. I love God. Glory to God. Shalom. All our people talk about how much they love God, how much they serve God. With their mouth, read on.
And honoreth me with their lips. But their heart is far from me.
What?
But their heart is far from me.
The heart, the mind of our people is far from serving the Most High God.
That's right.
These people only concerned is walking 125 and shopping till they drop because Christmas is around the corner.
That's right.
If your mindset is on walking 125 and shopping till you drop for Christmas presents, man, your mind is far from the Most High. Read that again.
That's fine. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 8. This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Your mind is not set on God, so-called black and Latino. When are you going to understand that what you're doing and the way you're conducting yourself is against that of what God wants you to do?
Right.
When are you going to understand? When are you actually ever going to crack the book open and read the book? That's the actual question. Our people don't want to do that, man. Our people are lazy. If you want to hide something from a Negro, you hide it in a book. Listen, I see you up the street, man. Shalom, man. How you feeling? I can see. Our people are out of their damn minds up here, right? But you listen, look at that nigga got bags over there, man. Jake over there had big bags. You see her? Kids, Christmas gonna be good, right? Read that last part again.
But their heart is far from me.
But your heart is far from you. Getting all them bags of Christmas gifts, your heart is far from the Most High God. That's what we gotta understand, man. It ain't about Christmas, man. Right? Our people really haven't. The white man has really brainwashed our people to think that there's just specific times of the year where you gotta just see the tree, you gotta smell the pine, you gotta smell the tree in the house, you smell it. Oh, and it's just euphoric. You see what I'm saying? The presents under the tree. And if there's not no gifts under the tree, right? Y'all had it hard this year. Your father's just nothing now. You see what I'm saying? Your mother's just a failure because there wasn't gifts under the tree. I said, what much of a satanic ideology have we been indoctrinated with as a people, man?
That's right.
And all you had to do is open the book to Jeremiah 10 and it tell you everything you need to know about this damn day. Right there. Don't do it. Right? It's right there. But we just never open in the book. Read.
Verse 9. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
That's what it is. It's a commandment of men to think that we gonna damn put a tree in the house on December 25th. That's a commandment of men. A man made that up. That's literally an invention. It's absolutely nothing to do with the Most High God. But that's what you teach for doctrine, the commandments of men. It's about how people feel, and they made up these ideologies, and they force feed them to people, and our people just believe it because it's been extolled by the religious institutions that we've been patronizing for half a millennium, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that what you learned in that church is a damn lie, so-called black and Latino men. You've been deceived in this church. You've been deceived on that church on every damn level, man. It's impossible to escape the deception that's in the church. You walk in, it's already a lie. As soon as you walk in, the lie is already being told. See what I'm saying? I remember I used to go to that damn Catholic church, man. I used to see all these crackers on the wall. And they used to have all them hats on, man. I said, Mom, man, I was just looking at one day. My mom said, listen, I know what you're thinking. They're not the KKK. I'm like, yo, but that look like a lot like a Klan out there. I'm just saying. So it's a lie from the time you walk in the door when you come in that church, man.
Right.
Number one, they got that lowercase t everywhere. Where does that go back to? It go right back to Talmud. It don't even got nothing to do. The word crucified means to cross out. That's an X, right? It's an X, not a T.
Right.
When you look at the ancient crucifixes, it was an X. But how many people know that? Or just a stake straight up, which is even crueler when you think about it. Because it's really, you got no support. You see what I'm saying? But where was the Lord? Let's show me the lowercase t in antiquity where they was crucifying people. You don't see that, man. So what is that cross everybody got on their neck? It's a lie from the onset when you walk in there, right? Go ahead.
Now, this book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
See, that's what happens. The way of the wicked seduce. Our people have been amongst this wickedness so much, it's just seductive to our people, man. Our people just want to follow off into it. That's the problem right there. What's going on, brother? You got a question? You heard this information before? What's your nationality, brother? Puerto Rican, right? So before you was called a Puerto Rican, what were you? You're a Taino Indian, right? Right? The Taino, before they come and say, oh, this is the Puerto Riches, right? You were a Taino Indian, right? You know that they just found, how many thousand, about 8,000 artifacts? They just found about 8,000, brother, Hebrew artifacts in Puerto Rico. Where did y'all get all them Hebrew artifacts from, brother? You don't know? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a spoiler, brother. You the Hebrew. That's where you got it.
That's right.
You the Israelite in this Bible. I'm going to show you how you got to the island of Puerto Rico, right? Let's read that in the book of 2nd Ezra, right? Christopher Columbus, he sailed over in 1492, right? He came over Puerto Rico, Cuba, Hispaniola, right? Modern day Dominican Republic and Haiti, right? What made him take that journey? How did he know that he was going to find people? I'm going to show you. Watch a movie called 1492, and he gives you the secret. He said it's in the book of Ezra. I'm going to read you out of the book of Ezra, right? It tells you how you got here, and this is how Columbus knew to come get you. Read. Go to the point.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 43. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then shewed signs for them.
He showed signs for y'all in the stars, right? To navigate. That's how you left from the ancient world and came over here to the Americas. Read.
And held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
It took y'all a year and a half to sail from the Middle East all the way over here to the Americas. A year and a half. Read.
And the same region is called Osiris.
Read on.
Yeah, that's it on that.
It said where never mankind dwelt.
Okay, I gotta go back.
That's right there.
No, I gotta go back up.
Like
Verse 41. Verse 2nd Ezra 13 and 41. But they took this counsel amongst themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
That was y'all plan, to come to a place where nobody had ever lived before. And that place is over here in the Americas. So the Taino Indian, the native peoples of the Americas, the people, the Inca, the Aztecs, the Maya, etc., the Arawak Indian, all the various indigenous peoples of the Americas, y'all came from ancient Israel. Y'all make up these various 12 tribes, all right? So it's high time that we come back to the laws of God. One of the laws of God, we got to leave them damn cigarettes alone, man. We need strong Puerto Rican brothers out here standing. We don't need you coughing, having cancer. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we need out here, brother. But you in Israel, you gave them the flyer? Yeah. Check out that information, brother. All right, all praise the Most High. Shalom, brother. Where was we at, Doc? You was in the right? Yeah, let's go back to Jeremiah. Right? It's high time for the so-called black and Hispanic man, woman, and child to wake the hell up. All right? How much more we got to deal with that? How much more of this damn kingdom do we need, man?
Yo, can I say something?
Go ahead, King.
Yo, yesterday we had a persecution run down on us out there in Jersey.
In Jersey, I heard about that.
Look, man, New York, yo, man, the same thing, man. They looking at all of us, man.
Come on.
You understand? You know, we in our last days, man.
That's right. It's going to happen. Now, I wish y'all told us it was going to happen. See, you have some brothers that came up in this thing as a fad, right? Now, this person, we've been waiting. Brothers who've been in this a while, I know this brother been a while. This brother as well. We've been waiting. Because you was coming in. I remember when I was first coming in, I seen the videos when you first went to 34. And you was with the Levite brothers, right? That's when I was first fresh in too. You see what I'm saying? So we've been waiting. We've been knowing about this. We've been waiting for this persecution a while, right? You got some brothers that still, they like, oh man, it's getting kind of hot, huh? Elder Priest Sabak was talking about yesterday. Some niggas is like, yo, should we go out? Like, it's hot right now. Like, oh, what? Oh, nigga, the block is hot? Like, oh, nah. We going out there, man.
That's right. That's right.
Give me that Ezra. They stood so stiffly. Give me that, man. I love that scripture. He stood so. He's looking for the men that standing stiffly, man. Not there, yo, I don't know. I can time me. Sometimes you might need to leave a particular area alone, but that don't mean that we gonna go out, man. The word is Yahushua said something very simple, man. If you love me, feed my sheep.
That's right.
The sheep is. I look at the sheep. Look at them.
Right.
Nobody loves them. Nobody cares about them. They just walking 1, 2, 5. You see what I'm saying? Somebody got to feed them, right? Even if they trample over the food is here, right? Read.
Book of 2 Nephilim, chapter 2, verse 46. Then said I unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High.
That's right. Yahushua, read.
Whom they have confessed in the world. What? Have confessed in the world.
This man that getting that crown, they confessed to Mashiach Yahushua.
That's right.
We came and said, Mashiach Yahushua coming to deliver the chosen people of God, the elect of the nation of Israel. Right? We confessed him in the world, right? Y'all don't understand. The Most High said we got to get put on a guest list, right? But the person that's got us on the guest list is Yahushua plus 144,000 on the guest list. If you're not with if you're not with him, you're not getting in, bro. It's that simple. So you got to confess him so he will confess you. Read.
Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
We supposed to stand stiffly for the name of the Most
right.
High. We supposed to stand stiffly for the name of the Son of the Most High. That's what we supposed to be doing. We got to be like immovable objects, man. We can't be getting shaky, right? Because it's hot. Who cares, man? How hot was it? Yahushua, listen, even when he wasn't walking open, remember when he stopped walking openly in jewelry? Say Yahushua walked no more open in jewelry, right? He was still going out teaching, right? He gonna go somewhere and teach, right? Imagine that, Yahushua, no, I ain't going out to the camp. He gonna go out to the camp, man. He gonna teach. If he gotta go to Samaria, he gonna teach, bro. That's what time it is, man. We're in the time of teaching you so-called blacks and Hispanics the true repentance and your true identity according to the Bible. Right? That's what time it is, man. It's time for you blacks and Latinos to wake the hell up. How much more of this hell do you want to endure and take? That's my question for you. How much more? Read.
2 Nephilim 14 and 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man.
See that's it. It's the mortal thoughts and the burdens of man that's deterring our people right now. It's the mortal thoughts that's making y'all weak and soft. They say put away the mortal thoughts. Read.
Put off now the weak nature.
Put off what?
Put off now the weak nature.
Y'all is weak. The Bible say put off now the weak nature. Why do it say that? Because it knew brothers was going to get weak. Right? But that admonishment is there. So put off the weak nature. That's what we need to do. We need to power through that weakness, man. That weakness is not doing you any type of service. That weakness is deterring you in this truth. That weakness can get you killed out here, man. Right? That's what time it is. Y'all watch special with thighs on. I'm going to get with y'all later. All praise the Most High. Right? That weakness, man. That weakness is, listen, man. What portion of life is weakness ever a good thing? Where is it good at? It's not good. So read it again, man.
Back in 2 Nephilim, chapter 14 and verse 14. It says, let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature.
It's very plain. Put off now the weak nature. That's what time it is for you Israelites. Put off now the weak nature, man. We've been weak in America for far too long. We ain't been standing on our own 2 feet in America for far too long. So you as an Israelite, knowing you Israelite, you ain't got no excuse. You know who you are. You know what you need to do. You know what's required of you. In America. You good?
I'm sorry, I forgot.
You all right? We know what we need to do by Shema Mashiach Yahushua, man. Pull off the weak nature. Stop being weak. Stop being afraid, man. The Most High, the Bible says the Most High did not give us the spirit of fear, right?
That's right.
So if you got the spirit of fear on you, who'd you get it from? Not from God. Not from the Most High. That's Satan, man.
Right.
When you see Satan, they say you bring every thought captive in the name of Hamashiach, right? Right or wrong? You bring that damn spirit of that demon of fear, you bring that captive in the name of Yahweh.
That's right.
Free.
Verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
That's right. These thoughts that weigh down, you can't think about it, man. You gotta program appropriately, man. Right? It's just like certain dudes, they go into jail, they don't be thinking about what's going on at the crib when they doing their bid. Why? That's what weigh them down. They gotta be on demon time in the pen, right? So we gotta be on a certain time. You gotta be on prophet time right now.
Right.
And haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
That's right. This little stuff was going on, my brother. Pleasure to see you, King. This little stuff that our people are dealing with now, they demonizing us in the media. That's light, man. Right? What you think they shaping up and they get ready to do in this country, man? Right? What you think they get ready to do? Our people gotta wake the hell up, man. It's real hell that's gonna be coming on this place, man.
Yeah.
You think that these people love you, man? The Most High always remind us when we think these people love us. He always gonna remind you, man. It's gonna be their hand. They're gonna show you that they don't love you, man. They're gonna show it to you. Read.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 6 and 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord. For he hath torn and he will heal us. He hath smitten and he will bind us up.
See that? It's time to come back to the Lord because he hath torn us and he will heal us. The power to tear us was in the hand of the Most High. He certainly tore us. The power to heal us is exclusively in the hand of the Most High. He's the one that's going to heal us. But we got to turn to him if we want that healing, man. Don't we need healing as a people? Don't you get it how broken and how hurt we are, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians? In these hoods, in these third world countries, in these jails. Hurt. We need healing, man. Only the Most High Yahweh can heal, man. That's right. Only. Give me Malachi. Hold what you got, Malachi 4. Malachi the 4th chapter. Right? So we're going to see about this healing that we need as a people. Right? We're going to see about it in the spirit of the Most High. Right? You know you got it. The Son of the Most High shall rise. Yeah, come.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, start verse 2. He says, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing.
See that? There go that name. Those that fear the name of the Most High Yahweh shall the Son of Righteousness, read it.
With healing in his wings.
He shall rise with what?
Healing in his wings.
You gotta fear the name of the Most High, and if you fear the name of the Most High, the Son of Righteousness shall rise with healing in his wings. So the Most High got power to heal us, and he's going to heal us through his son Hamashiach Yahushua, but we first got to fear that name, right? And fearing that name don't just mean fear the name, but it means walk in the ways that the name commanded us to walk in. It's that simple, because then you ain't just afraid you hear the name, oh, then the name I'm afraid. Yeah, you respect and you reverence that name, but it comes with, well that entity, Yahweh, what did he command you to do? If you really truly fear him, you're going to do exactly what he told you to do. That's right. That's called the law, statutes, commandments, and faith. Period. Read. Like it say on the other side of that statute, keep the faith. This side talking about the law, the other side talking about faith. That's the combination of the two. Read.
It says, it shall go forth and grow up as cows of the stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked.
And we what?
And ye shall tread down the wicked.
We're going to be healed, then we're going to tread down the wicked. See that? So we're not telling nobody to go out here and do no damn stupidity, shoot no place up. we gonna be healed by the Son of Righteousness, Yahweh Shah, who you call Christ, is gonna come. He gonna heal us. Then we gonna tread the wicked, right? So we tread the wicked under the command of Hamashiach Yahweh. He gonna be here on the earth. All the people of the earth is gonna see. It ain't gonna be we're not planning a sneak attack. Everyone gonna see the man. All right? Everyone gonna see an event, an international event unlike you've ever seen. They show it to you in the movies. Signs, Battle of LA, Independence Day, War of the World. They show you these things. Well, that's how Yahweh Shai is coming back. Does that sound nuts? Right? Go ahead, Ak.
Bro, I just had a dream about chariots like 9 o'clock this morning.
See that? Spirit of the Most High.
Chariots.
That's what's coming, man.
And they were shooting down F-150 jets.
Well, give me that. Give me a revelation. Yeah. Give me that war in heaven. Well, the Bible says it's going to be a war in heaven.
Eve, she went packing, ran to Kansas. I'm like, go ahead. I'm going to watch this shit.
Live and direct.
Yo, you know what? But the feds, they came with hazmat suits immediately. They was like, yo, y'all never saw this. Go back into your houses. Yo, in a day like this, the sky was like this. Chariots were shooting down F-150s, T-20s.
All the fighter jets.
All them fighter jets.
That's what's coming to this place, huh?
That's right.
That's what's coming. And then people, if we'll say that to somebody, and they'll look at us like we're crazy. But here's my question. The people that made the movies, right? Where did they get them ideas from? I'm gonna tell you, I got a spoiler where they got it. Oh yeah, they got a commercial, Foot Locker commercial. The elect, look, the elect getting beamed up. That's on the Foot Locker commercial. And he has some fly shoes on his feet. Okay, so get your shoes, Doc. All right, all right, go ahead.
In the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven.
There was what?
War in heaven.
Just what this brother dreamed about. War in heaven. Read.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels.
So the dragon is dealing with this America and this system, right? And their allies. You have something called the NATO forces, North Atlantic Treaty Organization forces, right? That's dealing with everyone in the North Atlantic, right? Western Europe, America, Canada. You got something called NORAD, right, too, as well, right? So you have all these coalitions. That's the dragon, and their angels is going to be the Air Force. Didn't Trump say he's trying to implement what? The Space Force? Why was he trying to implement the Space Force? Let's go back to the 80s. Ronald Reagan, right? I'm wrong? Reagan, right? I believe Reagan, the Star Wars program, right? Why did they implement something called the Star Wars program? But we're crazy, right? But you have leaders, you have the leader of the free world, two different leaders of the free world implement programs to combat a potential extraterrestrial threat, right? But we're crazy. We're reading out the Bible, right? And so did the producers of these movies that make these damn Independence Day films.
That's how they desensitize you. They make you think that, oh, it's just a movie.
It's just a movie.
It's make believe.
Then when you see it, then what? Right? Give me Revelation. Finish that. We're going to get Revelation. You in Revelation right now. We're going to go to chapter 1 after this. Read on.
Verse 8. And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Meaning they're going to be taken out of rulership, thus saith the Most High God.
That's
Read.
right.
This book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
Yeah, he coming with the clouds, man. That's the chariot. Everyone's going to see a international event of the return of Hamashiach Yahushua, right? How did he leave? Yahushua left in the chariot, right? Right, they put him in the grave. They go to the grave, it's open, they didn't see him. All of a sudden he popped back up. Then he leave, he left. He said he coming back the same way he left, in a chariot. So you're going to see an international event of chariots in the sky. That's why and knowing that fact has been the inspiration of all these damn movies. All these movies about the extraterrestrial have been by the inspiration of the return of who you call Christ Yahushua.
That's right.
That's what, Salakia, that's what all of them are about. You got something? Okay, Salakia.
Just to add to the point of the scriptures, since you're talking about the movies, right? The root word in scriptures is script. So the script was written by the Most High.
That's right.
Now everything is just being acted out.
There you go.
We just got different roles in the movie that's being acted out. And the Pentagon just agreed to the UFOs as actual being real, and now they renamed them the unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah, exactly.
So a
But
phenomenon is a phantom.
Exactly, a
Or
phantom.
a ghost or spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
So they know
Spirit.
it's definitely a spiritual higher power entity than just an object.
You exactly right. And just like you said, dealing with like script. Even when you deal with the term theater, right, it go back to theos, which means God, right? Because when somebody write a play, they write a script, they the God of whatever they create. They decide however that works. If they wanted everybody breathe in, everyone breathes in H2O as opposed to oxygen, everyone breathes in water, you can invent that in your own script if you want. You see what I'm saying? See, so you playing God. So what you're saying is 1,000% on point. Like you said, now they have to acknowledge that these things are happening. There's too many chariot sightings to where they can't ignore it anymore. They got to say, you know what? There's some type of aerial phenomenon going on. We don't know exactly what it is, but it's something going on, right? We can't identify it. It's breaking our damn radars. We don't know what it is. But see, because the time is coming. You have so much chariot sightings, chariot activities all over this earth, right? So you people can call us crazy if you want to. That's fine. We'll be crazy. For the Most High, I'll be a nutcase, man. That's fine with me. All right? Coming out here on these streets right now, we could be in the warm comfort of our homes. Where we at? Here, right? That could be called crazy, right? Well, I'll be crazy then. Read.
This is Isaiah 46:10. It says, declare the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done. Saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures.
Yeah, so how are you going to go against the will of the Most High? That's another point these idiots can't understand. How you going to go against the will of the Most High? He said he declared the end from the beginning to do what he want to do. Yahweh sit on the throne. He's in charge of this whole program. All right? If he say he wanted to have what you call UFOs flood the skies, and that's how he's sending the sun back, then that's how he's doing it. It's nothing you can do about it, right? If he wants you to send a space force up against Michael Allah and the angels, then you're going to do it, all right? And you're going to die, all right? It's just that simple. Your damn jets are going to get blown out the sky, thus saith the Most High God. Listen, all we got to do is teach the Bible.
That's right.
That's all we got to do. Most High sent us out here to teach the Scriptures. All right? Keep the commandments and faith, teach the Scriptures. That's what we out here to do. We're not out here to blow up. How am I blow up a Jedi? We ain't got the ability to do that. So the Most High sending the angels do that. All we got to do is teach the word. That's it. That's what we out here to do. So these people trying to cover all these smear campaigns. We doing A, B, and C. All we doing is teaching the word, and your kingdom is collapsing. That's right.
That's right.
Your kingdom is collapsing just because Negroes and Latinos put the blunt down and taught the Bible. How amazing. The Most High is truly great, man. All right? And that's what we out here to do, to call you so-called blacks and Hispanics to come back to these laws, man. Because if you just do the right thing according to the Bible, this whole kingdom will collapse, man. This whole kingdom, this whole infrastructure will come crashing down if you simply do what's right according to the Most High God. You don't understand how much power you have in your actions, man. That this wicked, evil empire is sustained by your wickedness, man. Your righteousness will cause this empire to fall, man.
That's right.
All right? And I know, Salaki, go ahead.
Bro, the brother brought out last night, like, yo, all y'all, according to Hebrew Israelite doctrine, yo, the prison system wouldn't even have no prisoners. We wouldn't have no damn drug users.
That's right.
You know? We wouldn't have no damn adultery.
That's right.
Yo, man, they would be falling if all y'all just woke up.
That's right.
According to us being Hebrew Israelites.
That's right. Imagine if there's no blacks and Hispanics in jail. There's not going to be a jail. Who's in the jail? Esau's in the jail? No, it's these people that's in the jail, man.
Right.
We the ones in the jail. So if we not in the damn jail, the jail got to close. But jail's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
That's right.
You can't just close jail, right? So then what? This whole infrastructure fall if we just come back to the law, statute, commandments, man. All right? And stop playing around. Some of you blacks and Hispanics, y'all just out here playing games, man. That's why the white man taking Harlem over, because y'all playing. Go ahead, you got a point on?
To the brother's point, imagine if all our people stopped shopping on Christmas. Financial relax.
Right. This is when they go, why they call it Black Friday? They go into the black. This is when this period of time is when they start actually, operated at a loss all year up until this time of year. Because they know that they count on the Negro Latino to shop until he drops, man. Right? Like I said, we brothers out here, bags, I just see bags, man. Where the bags going? Under the tree. So this is where Esau really makes his money. From the day after Thanksgiving all the way to the first. That's when he makes his bread. During that time period. If you did not partake in all of that madness, all this mass hysteria, and we just say, you know what, we not doing it, then what's going to happen? Esau is old. You the main consumer. Who's spending all the money? The main people spending money in this country is on this side, period. These people don't got no money, but somehow we spending all the money.
Yo, billions.
See what I'm saying? Trillions, probably. You know what I'm saying? Between all this whole, these people here, they spending all the money, man. If we stop spending money, imagine what would happen. Or if we only spend money with each other, imagine what would happen. See? But y'all people are too afraid. That's the problem right there. Satan got that demon of fear in the minds of the so-called Negro and Latino right now. Right?
But Esau got you screwed all at the end of the year and the beginning of the year. You got October, November, December, January, February. You got Halloween, niggas is buying costumes and candy. Thanksgiving, niggas is buying turkeys and cranberry sauce. Christmas, they buying all the electronics. New Year's, they buying all the liquor, getting lit. And then what? You got Valentine's Day. You're screwed. They in your pockets all year.
For you to spend, I got to spend money here. Got to take my girl out something nice. Right? Got to go to Victoria's Secret buying some lingerie. Right? Damn, I got this last year. I got to do it even bigger.
Yeah.
Right? But they are. But Jake is though. They act like they're not celebrating how all these niggas is. Oh, I mean, I'm just Christmas. You mean about the kids? You know what I'm saying? That's retarded. Shalom, brother. Right? Go ahead,
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old path.
Ask for what?
The old path.
That's what time it is. It's time to come back into our old path. It's time to come back into the way that we followed before the so-called white man colonialized us, man.
That's
What's
right.
up? Y'all got a question? I see y'all looking. Go ahead.
Where is the good way?
Where is what?
Where is the good way?
Where is the good way? That's the question. Where is the good way, read on?
And walk therein.
And what?
And walk therein.
That's what time. It's time to walk in the good way. We already earlier established that good way is according to the law of the Most High. So it's time to walk in the good way, so-called black and Latino, man. That's what time. You've been walking in the wrong way. You've been walking in the bad way all these years. It's time to start walking in the good way, thus saith the Most High God. And start to actually begin to do what the Most High God commanded us to do in this Bible.
That's right.
That's what actual time it is right now, right? But what's the problem? They scared. They got that spirit of fear.
You scared.
See that?
That's right.
They're not with us. That's why.
Walk through the valley. You know.
So there you go.
That's
There you go. This brother's spitting that real. Who's spitting that real? Give me Salaki. What are we? Give me the spirit of fear. Give me the spirit of fear. Right? Because like he said, all praise to the Most High. How you with God, but you scared? But that's the average person out here, scared as hell.
Got God in your clothing and you scared.
See that? No courage.
Ooh, that's
Weak.
a bitch.
There you go.
That's
Talk
a
about it.
bitch.
Talk about it. Talk about it, Elder. That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
Stand the fuck up,
That's
black
right.
man.
That's right.
You are a bitch, but you are a king.
That's right.
Go back to who God made you. Everything will be all right.
That's right.
That's right.
Hey, that brother got wisdom, man. That elder know what he's talking about. That's right. Go ahead.
This book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. For the Most High has not given us the spirit of fear.
We ain't got the spirit of fear. God don't give us the spirit of fear. So when you're dealing with the spirit of fear, you dealing with Satan, man. That's Satan that's got you. Breathe.
But of power.
Of what?
But of power.
The Most High gave you power, man. Don't you get it? You so-called black or Hispanic, you have power from God. Then when are you gonna get to? When you gonna let that seep into your thick skull? You got power. You are the principal. Got your Allah, man. See how they trick us up? They gave us all these damn silly names: Afro-American, West Indian, Haitian, Dominican. All these stupid names. Ain't no power in none of them names. That's why we don't realize we got power. All that, none of that means anything, right? See, poor to riches, right? What does that mean? Are you kidding me? Read.
For the Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind.
That's what we got: power, love, and a sound mind. right? That right there prevail over anything, power, love, and a sound mind, right? But you don't got it. You scared out here. And your damn thoughts are, our people are running around here like chickens with their goddamn head cut off, shopping until they damn drop. That ain't power in a sound mind. And that damn sure ain't love, right? Give me Micah 3:8, matter of fact, right? Because the Most High, He giving us a certain power through His Holy Spirit, man. And if you don't want to tap into that, man, you just wasting space and wasting time. All right? That's all you're doing out here. Stop being a waste, so-called black and Hispanic, man. You got power. You are a God according to the Bible. You understand that? You understand what that means? You guys say this king, God, all this, right? But what's the meaning behind it? What's the validity to it, right? If it's not biblical, read.
Book of Micah, chapter 3, verse 8. But truly, I am full of power.
I am what?
But truly, I am full of power.
Truly. Not for fake. Truly, I am full of power. Read.
By the Spirit of the Lord.
Not by your own manifestation. We're not the greatest by our own doing. We're the greatest by the Spirit of the Most High. Read.
And of judgment and of might to declare unto Jacob his transgression and to Israel his sin.
That's what it is. So we got that power to come out here in judgment and declare unto Jacob their sins and their transgression. That's what we out here to do right now, so-called black and Hispanic. To declare to you that Christmas is senseless as hell and it's a sin against God, and you need to stop following. Say no to Feliz Navidad. That's what we're saying. All right? Read on. That's it on that. Let's go back to Jeremiah. Right? It's high time for you so-called blacks and Hispanics to wake up and come back to your true nationality as the Israelite. Right? Still, start back at 13. Go ahead.
This book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, verse 13. And the Lord said, because they have forsaken my law, which I set before them, and have not obeyed my voice, neither walked therein, but have walked after the imagination of their own heart.
That's what's wrong with us. We walking after the imagination of our own hearts. We don't.
And after Balaam, which their fathers taught them. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts.
That's a Balaam that we following after our fathers taught. Christmas, right? We don't.
The power of Israel, behold, I will feed them, even this people, with wormwood, and give them water of God to drink.
That's what we got right now. Wormwood and water of God to drink, man. Right? Give me that message like it. Hold that. Give me that wormwood. I believe it's in Jeremiah later. Hold that revelation with the one in Jeremiah later, like Jeremiah 32. Wormwood. I want to talk about this wormwood that we've been given to drink. All right? That's something that we got to understand what that means. Right, from the biblical perspective, what it means to drink wormwood that the Most High God has given. You got it?
Jeremiah 23:15.
23:15.
Like, yo, if I may say,
Go ahead.
all these other religions, they always coming back to the homage of the word of the Lord. They deal with the Bible. Every other religion that you know, they always take respect.
They got to.
They always deal with scriptures. The Nation of Islam, the 5% of school is right there.
God. Mecca, right?
You know,
so-called
I'm
Mecca.
a Brooklyn aficionado. I'm from New York all my life. But I'm going to just tell y'all, this word is the official truth.
That's right.
Everybody. Farrakhan, Khalid Muhammad, he used to push camp out here, but he always paid homage to the word of the Lord.
That's it.
And he scriptures.
Because this is what reigns supreme. Let me tell you something, right? I know a sister, man, she's off in the chemist, right? Y'all know about Sarah City, right? She posted a Sarah City quote, right? I was appalled by this quote. It was, as a man thinketh, so he is. I said,
That's the Bible.
I said, aren't you Egypt niggas talking about plagiarization? Nigga, that's Proverbs. And they credited him with the quote. I said, girl, that's Proverbs. I posted the scripture. I said, hashtag plagiarize. That nigga ain't thinking that. First of all, that nigga don't talk about thinking. That's straight King James Version we talking about.
This is book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 15. He hath filled me with bitterness. He hath made me drunken with wormwood. He hath also broken my teeth with gravel stones. He hath covered me with ashes. And thou hast removed my soul far off from peace. I forget prosperity. You can't. And I said, my strength and my hope is perished from the Lord. Remembering my affliction and my misery, the wormwood.
And my affliction and my misery is the wormwood and what?
and gall.
See that? So the affliction and the misery that we being brought to is likened in a poetic sense in the scriptures unto that wormwood, right? So when you read about the trumpet where the wormwood came, that's dealing with us going to straight affliction. That's dealing with us going into slavery, right? That's what we got to understand. You got that? You get that other one of Jeremiah, the waters of affliction. Get that one forward, and we jump back to Jeremiah, right?
You Isaiah?
Yeah,
Isaiah
That's
30,
Isaiah, right? Because that's what we're dealing with, the waters of affliction out here. That's what we drink from, right? 30 and 20, right? Go ahead.
In this book of Isaiah chapter 30 and 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
The what?
The bread of adversity.
Yeah, that's what we eat. Adversity, right? Read.
And the water of affliction.
Go ahead.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
So we got that affliction, but the Most High said your teachers ain't gonna be backed into a corner anymore. That's why we right here on Front Street, right? Ain't no amount of smear campaign. You ain't gonna put us in a corner. The Most High said your teachers shall not be moved into a corner anymore.
That's right.
So we'll be on the street in the face of you so-called blacks and Hispanics declaring the truth of the Most High God to you. That's what time it is, man. You see, you looking curious, man. You got a question, man? You just listening? What's your nationality, man? You're Dominican? Okay, so you see yourself on the sign, man? You see a Simeon? Dominican, right? Big Papi, A-Rod, right? They Dominicans, right? See? So this is dealing with you, brother. All right? The 12 tribes of Israel, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. All right? Give me the book of Genesis 49. Let me show you something real quick, right? I know you got to hold on real quick. What a momento, Papa. What a momento, real quick, right? So in Dominican Republic, right? I'm from Haiti, right? My family's from Haiti. Your family's from Dominican Republic, right? So there's tension between Haitians and Dominicans, though we on the same island, right? I'm gonna show you that in biblical prophecy, real quick. One scripture before you go. I'm gonna show that to you. Read that.
Look at Genesis chapter 49 and 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren.
Say Simeon and Levi are brethren, right? Now this is a verse that's describing 12 brothers. So why is it saying that we're brethren? Because it's a prophecy that we be on that same island stuck together, right? We are brethren. Read.
Instruments of cruelty are in their
They
habitation.
say instruments of cruelty, right? How do we inflict cruelty on each other in these days and times? Through black magic, through voodoo, through puharia. Don't we do that down there on the island? Right? Santeria. That's what we're doing. That's an instrument of cruelty. Read.
O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly. Yes,
You good?
okay. It says, honor be not thou united.
Say what?
Be not thou united.
See, God said, be not thou united. That's why we're not united. That's why we're not one. That's why we having issues with each other. The Most High was so angry with us, he said, be not thou united. That's the only explanation. Haitian go to Mexico, we go to any country in the rest of the whole world, we get accepted, right? When we go to the Dominican Republic, y'all treat us bad, and we treat y'all bad, right? Why? Because God said, be not thou united, right? Because of our cruelty, right? But all the answers to everything that's going on with blacks and Latinos right here in this Bible, brother. Right. You got the literature, look that up. I know you got to go, brother. But remember, you an Israelite from the tribe of Simeon, brother. Shalom. Right. Go ahead.
And K getting fed today, man.
You know, that's right. That's right. We go back to Jeremiah 9. All praise to the Most High, man. It's high time the so-called black, Hispanic, Native Indian man, woman, and child wake up and come back to our nationality, man. All right? We got to understand, being all these names that they call, all these proverbs and bywords, those are a curse. The Bible says we shall leave our heritage for a curse, man. All right? What are a curse, these names that mean nothing that we call ourselves, man? Right? What does the term Jamaica mean, man? It means wood and water, man. That means you a slave. What does the term Bahama, our Bahamian brothers? What does Bahama mean? It means cattle. That's what you are, cattle? No, you're a prince of God. You're a son of the right hand. Read.
This is Jeremiah 9 and 15. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will feed them, even this people, with wormwood, and give them water of gall to drink. I will scatter them also among the heathen, whom neither they nor their fathers have known.
So we're talking about us going into captivity, right? Read.
And I will send a sword after them till I have consumed them.
See that? That's where we at now, consumed. Via the sword. Read.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider ye and call for the mourning woman, that they may come, and send for cunning women, that they may come. And let them make haste and take up a wailing for us, that our eyes may run down with tears, and our eyelids gush out with water.
That's how destroyed we are. We in straight hysterics right now. Read.
For a voice of wailing is heard out of Zion. How are we spoiled? We are greatly confounded.
How are we spoiled? We are greatly confounded, man. The greatest people in the world, spoiled and greatly confounded, thus saith the Most High. How did this happen? Simple. Because of sin. Because of violation of the laws of God. That's how this has happened. So it's a very, very simple solution to this. That's keeping the laws of God. Read. Go ahead with your preaching.
This is Jeremiah 1:1. How doth the city sit solitary that was full of people?
See that? Go ahead.
How has she become as a widow? She that was great among the nations and princesses among the provinces.
The great people. Read.
How has she become a tributary?
How has she become a tributary? How are we subject to somebody? The greatest people in the world, the rightful heirs and rulers of this world. Now we're subject to people. Now we got to pay taxes to somebody. Right? Read.
Back in Jeremiah 9 and verse 19. For a voice of wailing is heard out of Zion. How are we spoiled? We are greatly confounded because we have forsaken the land, because our dwellings have cast us out.
Because what?
Because our dwellings have cast us out.
We've been cast out of our dwellings, man. Don't you know that Harlem is not your home? How many of our people know that? Harlem is not your home, man. Give me that lamentation. Hold, would you give me that lamentation, dunghill? Give me that lamentations, man. You got to understand that your home is on the whole other side of this earth, man. Right. Your home is in between the Nile and the Euphrates. Your home is Israel, man.
That's right.
That's the home of the black and Hispanic man.
That's right.
Our home is not Harlem, man. First of all, how damn cold is it in Harlem right now? This can't be your home, man. You're a tropical people, man. Blacks and Latinos, man.
This is northern North America.
Yeah.
Man. This is not really a paradise state.
That's
like,
right.
When the Lord destroyed this place, this shit gonna be desolate.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Nobody's never gonna come here.
It's a wrap. It's just the smoke is gonna ascend as a memorial to not be like these people.
Isaiah 13.
God, that's right.
This gonna be a desolate place, man.
That's right.
Nobody is never gonna talk about this place.
That's right.
Like, yo, look, when Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed, nobody never talks about Sodom and Gomorrah no more.
Other than as an example of what not to do. Don't be like, and then, but what did America do? What Sodom and Gomorrah did. So what's going to happen? It's going to suffer that same thing. Utter desolation, to save the Most High God.
That's right.
We come from a paradise, man. This is a piece of garbage, man.
That's right.
Read that for me in Lamentations.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 5. They that defeat delicately are desolate in the streets.
Right, we're desolate. We're talking about the kings and the rulers of this earth. Desolate in the streets now. Read.
They that were brought up in scarlet embrace dunghills.
They what?
Embrace dunghills.
We embrace dunghills now, man.
Dunghills.
That's what Harlem is, a dunghill. That's what all the hoods that our people embrace. Even these damn third world countries that we coming from, they are dunghills, man. We are from the royal holy place of Israel. Go ahead, King.
Bro, if you ever look up the word dunghill, the dunghill beetle, they collect piles of shit and make it their home place, man. That fucking the dunghill beetle. Look up the dunghill beetle.
And that's our people now, right? We acting like a dunghill beetle, right? What's going on, sister?
I just want to hear what you're saying.
See, listen, you familiar with the Hebrew Israelites?
Very much.
Very much so. So you just listen. Okay, all praise to the Most High. What tribe you from? You know what tribe you from? Benjamin. Okay, all praise. Good to see you, sister. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and 22. It says, return ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backslidings. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our power. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills.
See, that's what we got to understand. We got to come back to the Most High God. It's vain to hope for salvation for anything else. It's vain to think that there's a political candidate out there that can save black and Hispanic people.
Bring that out.
It's vain to think that. It's vain to think anybody outside of the Most High God has the power to save black and Hispanic people. Right. He's the Savior. He's appointed Yahushua, his only begotten Son, to be the vessel of this salvation. That's how this thing is working. It's working no other way. There is no plan B. There is no alternative. It's that or death.
Read.
And from the multitude of mountains,
Hey, how was the truth? Not
No,
believe,
I'm sorry.
Oh, you all good, bro. I understand what you mean. I
watch you all the time.
All praise the Most
because
High.
of you and a few other people from ISUPK.
Okay.
That got my mind.
It's sinking in. All praise to
sinking
the
in.
Most
It's
High,
coming
man.
in.
All praise to the Most High. Now, next time I see you, man, I want to see you on this side, brother. Yeah, okay. All praise to the Most High, brother. All right, shalom, brother. Shalom, brother. Go ahead.
Truly in Yahweh our power is the salvation of Israel.
Truly in the Most High is the salvation of Israel, man. Salvation of Israel is not in somebody running for office. Salvation of Israel is not in economics. See, brother, we gotta get together. We gotta practice economics, man. Right? Brother tell you that, like, listen, nigga, everyone practices economics. Right? Everybody practices economics, brother. All right? That's not salvation, brother. Right? What our people need is problems far past economics, man. If economics can solve our problems, why is there a song out called More Money, More Problems? How is the economics the solution if the more bigger problem? You got bigger bills now. See what I'm saying? So our people only think that money is the answer because we ain't got none. As soon as we got it, now we have a whole laundry list of more problems. We wish times were simpler again. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, exactly. So economics really is not the answer, man. The answer is the Most High.
That's right.
That's the answer. That's the equation right there. The Most High is going to send His Son to save us, and that's it. And if you don't, if you have a hard time believing that, man, hey, look, I want you to honestly take a look at these people, take a look at how we live right now, and honestly tell me there's some other way. What other way is it going to be but God? Right? You see what I'm saying? We tried everything. Everything has been done. It ain't working, man. The Panthers been there, came and left. Right?
Right.
Along with the American Indian movement, along with the Brown Berets. What did that bring? What did that bring? Come on now. The answer is God, man. The answer is the Most High Yahweh power of Israel. That's the answer.
That's right. Psalms 127:1. Except the Lord built the house, they labor in vain that built it.
You're doing, listen, let me read it again.
Psalms 127:1. Except the Lord built the house, they labor in vain that built it.
I mean, it's that simple. If the Most High God did not build the house, you have labored in vain to build it, man.
That's right.
It's that simple. And the Most High God is building the house right now. Right?
That's
Hold
right.
that. Give me Zechariah 5.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Yeah.
Let's go on to Zechariah 5. I want to go to Zechariah 5. All right. That's a little going into breakdown. Let's go to Zechariah 5 through the Spirit. Right. Let's talk about the house that's being built, the house that's being prepared. After that, we're gonna get the book of Corinthians.
How about y'all?
Right. 5 and 5. Go ahead.
And this book is Zechariah chapter 5 and 5. Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me,
Most High gave Zechariah deep visions, man. Right. Read.
Lift up now thine eyes and see what is this that go forth.
Read on.
And I said, what is it? And he said, this is an ephah.
What is an ephah? It's a jar. Right. Read.
This is an ephah that goeth forth. He said, moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth.
I mean, everyone can see this. Read.
And behold, there was lift up a talent of lead. And this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephah.
So they put a woman in the midst of that jar, right? That woman represents Israel. Read on.
And he said, this is wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the ephah. And he cast the weight of lead upon the mouth thereof.
So they put wickedness with Israel in that jar, and they put that lead on top of it to trap Israel in the jar. That's what that symbolizes. Read.
Then lift I up.
Meaning Israel was going to be trapped with wickedness, because of wickedness as well. Read.
Verse 9. Then lift I up mine eyes and looked, and behold, there came out two women, and the wind was in their wings.
And so these two women had wings, right? And the wind was in their wings. They're flying swiftly. Read.
For they had wings like the wings of a stork.
Now it's important to understand that when you deal with the wings as the wings of a stork, when you think about storks in a modern sense, the stork bring the babies. But when you look up in like antiquity and ancient mythology, storks were known for stealing babies, not bringing babies, right? So this lets you know that these women are coming to steal babies. Read.
And they lift up the ephah between the earth and the heaven.
Right. Put the ephah on display. Put Israel in captivity on display. Read.
Then said I to the angel that talked with me, whither do these bear the ephah?
Where are these women taking this ephah? Right, read.
And he said unto me, to build it and a house.
To what?
To build it and a house.
But it's going to get a house built for it. This Israel is going to get a house built for it. Read.
In the land of Shinar.
Where at?
In the land of Shinar.
So what's the land of Shinar? That's Babylon, right? So it's telling us that a house is being built for Israel out of Babylon, man. That's these 12 tribes rising up. That's the house that's being built out of Babylon. Read.
And it shall be established and set there upon her own base.
It said what?
And it shall be established and set there upon her own base.
When you look that word up, base, because usually you think of base, you think of low. But base in this context is dealing with like a being put on a pedestal. So it said this house is going to be put on its pedestal. So out of Babylon is the house that the Lord built going to get put on its pedestal, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what that's dealing with. So this is the house the Lord built. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
What we camping at right now is the belly of the beast. This is Harlem. This is 125th.
That's right.
You know, a lot of people are walking on the multitude. You understand? But guess what? They listening. Some people, some brothers, some sisters are listening.
That's right.
And guess what? This is the valley of dry bones.
That's right.
And guess what? Guess what we parked at and we camping at and we playing around. You're gonna see the word Lazarus, man.
That's it.
You're gonna see the word Lazarus. And Lazarus was one of Yahushua's best friends.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
Okay? So you know what, man? We trying to raise up the valley of dry bones right now. Right. We in the belly of the beast, man. All right?
Go ahead, King.
Amos 9 and 11.
Come.
Tabernacle of David.
That's right. That's right. There you go. There you go. That's what time. That's what time it is. And seal up the breaches thereof. It's broken right now, but the Most High gonna raise that up, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 9. For we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are Yahweh's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's building.
We are the what?
The Most High's building.
So we are His building. So the building that He gonna raise up, and all other buildings will fall, is gonna be Israel. Every other building gonna fall. Everyone else labored in vain to build their building. Read.
Verse 10. According to the grace of the Most High, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another man buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
What's going on? This brother got any questions? Got any questions, brother? No, you just listening? All right, you gotta start smoking those out. You gotta start smoking those, brother. All right? Yeah, you understand, right? I'm just telling you because I love you, brother. All right, go ahead.
Verse 11. For other foundation can no man lay.
Right? They can what?
No man lay.
If it ain't other Most High, it's just no. It doesn't even have a foundation. That's what the Bible say. Read.
Then that is laid, which is Yahushua Hamashiach.
All under Yahushua, the stone that the builders refuse have become this chief corner. It's that simple, man. Give me that back in Jeremiah. Right? High time, man. So-called blacks and Latinos. You are the Israelites according to the Bible. It's time you wake up and come back to that fact. All right? Right? Has being Roman worked well for you? Because that's what Latin means. It means Roman, right? Has they calling yourself a Roman worked well for you? No, it has not. As black man, as calling yourself a color, has that worked out for you? All right then, read.
Look at Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 20. Yet hear the word of the Lord, all ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and everyone her neighbor lamentation. For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces.
Meaning death is all around us, man. Read.
To cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets. Speak, thus saith the Lord. Even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvest men, and none shall gather them.
Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not.
Exactly. It don't matter how much you know, how strong you are. There's no glory in the state that we in right now as a people, man. Right? Read that part again.
This book of Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 23. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might.
It don't matter what you know. It don't matter how strong you are, mighty you are in this place right now. Ain't no glory for us. We're destroying as a people. Right? Read.
let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorifieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord which exercise loving kindness.
That's the only thing to glory in the knowledge of the Most High Yahweh. That's the only thing to glory in these times, man. That's what we got to get through our head, right? Go ahead.
Judgment and righteousness in the earth, for in these things I delight, saith the Lord.
That's what he delights in. And that's what you need to glory in, what the Most High delights in. Anything else is vanity, man. It's vain. Read.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will punish. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised.
We getting punished right along with the heathen. Read.
Egypt and Judah and Edom and the children of Ammon and Moab and all that are in the uttermost corners that dwell in the wilderness, for all these nations.
The Lord judging everybody, Israel and the heathen included. That's what time we in. Read.
For all these nations are uncircumcised.
And see, he said all of you. You can be circumcised if you want to, but your heart, your ears, they're not, because you're not hearing the word of the Lord. You're not applying the word of the Lord. Read.
And all the house of Israel are uncircumcised in the heart.
Right, that was that on 9? Let's go on to 10. We're going to read to about 5. We close on that. Go ahead.
This book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Lord.
Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen.
The Bible is clear. Learn not the way of the heathen. Come on now. You know what I'm talking? Okay, but just get some literature, brother. The Bible says something very plain. Learn not the way of the heathen.
Right.
So what we get ready to read in context is a practice in which us as blacks and Latinos, the Israelites according to the Bible, should not learn. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Why do it say that? Because that's what December 25th is about. December 25th is about the worship of the host, the celestial bodies, the signs of heaven, the winter solstice. Read.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
The heathen are so dismayed at them that they make days to commemorate these movements of celestial bodies or the signs of heaven. We're not dismayed at that. We honor and glorify the creator of these things. We understand that he's in control of it. We don't worship creations. We worship the Most High. Read.
That's right.
For the customs of the people are vain.
What?
Are vain.
So the customs that God is getting ready to elaborate upon are vanity. Read.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Go ahead, get the tree out. This is vanity, man. Read.
It says, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Where did they get that tree? They didn't get that tree from 140th, all right? They got it out of the forest. Read.
The work of the hands of the workman.
Say the work of what?
The work of the hands of the workman.
The work of the hands of the workman, man. A workman cut that out. Somebody came with an axe and cut that out. Read.
With the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold.
Right, they deck it. See, they try to deck out that silly tree, right? Read on.
They fastened it with nails and with hammers that it moved not.
Right, read on. They had it. Listen, if they didn't fasten that thing, it would have been and fell over. Right? Read on.
They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
Read on.
They must needs be born, because they cannot go.
That's why they can have something held it up, because it can't hold itself up like every idol. Read.
Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also it is in them to do good.
Because people believe what? In ancient times. That if the tree fell over, that was bad luck. Most High said, don't be afraid of that.
That's right.
It cannot do any evil or good. It can do nothing. It's a dead tree. Read on.
Verse 6. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Yahweh, thou art great, and thy name is great.
See you in a minute. Exactly. That's what's great. Yahweh's great. There's nothing like him, and his name is great.
That's right.
Why do you think the Jewish man is so afraid to say it? He say Hashem. Why do you think? You said what? Who told you Ahia was the name of the Most High? When did Moses say Ahia was the name of the Most High? Give me Exodus 3. I'm going to show you right now. We're going to go to Exodus 3, brother. We're going to read the context, right? Who said I am? Who said that? The Most High did not say that, brother. I'm going to show it to you. Don't worry. Listen, exactly. He didn't say, he said he wasn't known by the name of Ahia. He never said that, right? Listen, no. He said he was known by the name of God Almighty, which is Alashadya. He said, by my name Yahweh was I not known. All right, I am is an angel. I'm gonna show it to you right now. But hold on, I'm gonna show you. I am. That's how you say Ahia, but that's not the name of the Most High. But you're no, it's not. I'm gonna show you. But you convoluted. Hold on, come here, brother. Why don't you listen, brother? Why are you running away from the Word of God? Come on, listen. I'm gonna show it to you now. We're gonna read it. We ain't gonna talk about it because you just convoluted Exodus 6 with Exodus 3. We're gonna read Exodus 3 where the Ahia come in. Read.
I'm sorry, verse 2 real quick. It's Exodus 3 and 2. And the angel of the Lord, and the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire.
So who appeared to Moses? The angel of the Lord. Do you hear what it said? Read it again.
All right, Exodus 3 and 2.
Hold on, man. See that? Where are we at? 3 and 2? Right there. And the angel of the Lord, right? What's that word, Lord? King James Version. What is the Lord? Would it say the Lord in English? Ahia. Hold on. But this is what, brother, you can't, I understand that you've been told something, that you think something. I'm going to read the book. Let's just see what the book says. Let's go off of that, right? Hold on, come on. Wow. You don't want to read, you don't want to go off what the Bible says? Hold on. Why not? Well, you don't want to go off the Bible. That's what you're telling me? Oh, let's read it then. Read.
Verse 2.
Come on, read the Bible. Why are you running from the Bible? That's why you running around smoking, brother. Because you're calling on Ahia. You know what Ahia means? I am. So you know what? When you pray to Ahia, you know you're praying to yourself. You know that, right? No, you're praying to yourself, brother. That's why you can't get off them damn cigars, man. Because you keep praying to yourself. You need to pray to Him, Yahweh. That's who you need to pray to. No, Ahia, that's you calling on yourself. Ahia means me, I. That's what that means. Who's God? Yahweh. That's God. He is. Jehovah is English. There's no J in Hebrew, brother. Jehovah's called a transliteration. Huh? Shem? Hashem means the name. What is the name? What is Hashem? Yahweh, brother. Huh? You are supposed to say His name. You are supposed to say His name. The Bible says you're supposed to say His name. Give me number 6 about the end. No, let's read the Bible, brother. Can we read the Bible? Why you keep running from the Bible? That's why you can't get off them goddamn black and miles, brother. Right there. That's it right there. That's what I'm going to get you. On black and miles.
Yo, know what's so cool is that you go to the book of Genesis, right? It says, and Abraham named that place Yahweh.
Yeah.
If he didn't know that the name of the Lord was Yahweh, how is he naming the place Yahweh? Jehovah
Why they say Jehovah Jireh?
Niggas is stupid, man.
They don't even understand what it means, make known. Let's talk about by that act of Him bringing us out. That's how He made known. He made us know His power. See, Satan don't like that. They're like, what's the power of the hair? Right? Go ahead, precept.
This is Genesis 4 and verse 26.
Oh, there you go.
And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of Yahweh.
That's the name of Him, Yahweh. People act like Yahweh when they say the Lord, it don't mean Yahweh. No, that means Yahweh is right there. They was calling it, that's before the flood. So they knew the name, but Yahweh made Himself known in His judgments, man. The judgment that He rendered upon Egypt, right? So let's go, give me that numbers real quick. First it's Ahia, now we ain't supposed to say the name. The brother's all over the place, man, right? You see what I'm saying? No, I thought it was Jehovah. Right? But see, that name is fearful. See that they saying that name Yahweh. There's power behind that name, man.
That's right.
Right?
Why would you say Jehovah, but you're not saying I am?
You see, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're going to say I am, but you're going to say Jehovah, right?
Right.
That's all. See, our people are bugged out out here, man. Right? They keep praying to himself. That's why you can't get right. You got to stop praying to yourself. Right? Toward the end. 27, read.
This is Numbers 6 and 27. And they shall put my name.
And they shall put what?
My name upon the children of Israel.
So you're supposed to put that name. If you ain't vocalizing the name, how you gonna put that name on the children of Israel? You blacks and Hispanics gotta know your God is Yahweh.
That's right.
You gotta know that. Read.
And I will bless them.
So that's how we gonna get blessed. Putting the name on the children of Israel. Give me Deuteronomy 28, Salakia. About what is that? About 47. About the name. Because that's a part of the curses coming upon us. It's not honoring and extolling the name of the Most High Yahweh. You so-called black and Hispanic need to know your God's name in the Hebrew, which is your original tongue, is Yahweh. You need to know that.
That's right.
The name of his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, not sweet Jesus. All right?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
So like, that ain't it. It's in the 50s, I think. Maybe like 59. It's about the name. You have not like put honor upon my name.
Okay.
Go ahead.
58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name.
You gotta fear that glorious and fearful name. So the name is, if you're not fearing that name, if you're not putting respect on the name of the Most High Yahweh, that's part of the reason why we curse right now.
Yeah.
So people teaching the name is irrelevant, that's off. According to that, read.
The Lord thy power.
God, see what I'm saying? Give me John 8 and 58. This is how ridiculous it is for you to say the Most High name is I am. Are you believe in the Trinity? Do you believe in binitarianism? You believe Yahweh Shai and the Most High is a one deity, like the Christians believe? That must be it. Because what did Yahweh Shai say? That's that cold. Yeah, we gonna wrap it.
Yeah. That's why the Lord wants you to put some respect on his name.
That's right. That's right. Birdman was in the right spirit. Right? Put some respect on him.
And he said, don't take my name in vain.
Don't take my name in vain. That's simple. Don't play with this. This name got power. You don't play with it. Right? Read.
This is book of John, chapter 8, verse 58. Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am.
He said that about himself. So how is that the name? Yahweh Shai saying that's him. Right? Because he was the angel of the Lord that appeared unto Moses in the burning bush.
That's right.
He's the chief creation of the Most High Yahweh. You got another precept? Go ahead, Ken.
This is book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 3. It says, then said he unto me, in the bush I did manifestly. I'm sorry, verse 1. It says, and it came to pass upon the third day, I sat under an oak, and behold, there came a voice out of a bush over against me, and said, Ezra, Ezra. And I said, here am I, Lord. And I stood upon my feet. Then said he unto me, in the bush I did manifestly reveal myself unto Moses, and talked with him when my people served in Egypt. We're just confirming that was him. That bush.
That angel, yeah, that's the angel. Come. Exactly, because that's the angel coming to you.
2nd Ezra 14, starting at verse 1 through 3.
Because that was that angel that was speaking to Ezra. All them times Ezra interacted with who's he's interacting with an angel. You know what I'm saying? So that's heavy, man. But with that, what we're going to do is we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory again unto the Most High God, Yahweh. We do so in the name of his only begotten Son, who the world called Christ. Yahweh Shai, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, what's going on? It's your brother, Chief Priest Alazar Lawyer, aka the Guerrilla Hebrew, and I'm just letting y'all know I just dropped my official clothing line, Urban Guerrilla. Go to urbanguerrilla.com right now to check us out, man, and pick something up. There's URBNGRLA.com. We got all kind of items for men, women, children, even infants, as well as fragrance, oil, smell goods. You can also check out Hebrew Israelite Clothing Co., another Sicarii business, on Instagram and Facebook. And as always, you can hit up deaconsicarii.com to get your plug on the scarves, the music, and the children's Bibles. Thanks for your time. All praise to the Most High. Kwam Yasharallah. Shalom.